Alright guys, I renamed this stream Puppy Dogs and Rose because YouTube doesn't want GUNs on their platform. So we're still here at the rally. There's like 2,000 people watching a stream. It's just ridiculous. If you could explain to people why I named this live stream Puppy Dogs and Rainbows. It's about all YouTube will accept. Here we are still at the Capitol.
I'm sure they're on every voting count.
They got a drone in the air. See that drone? Right there. They can watch us, but we can't watch them. Drones in the air. Okay guys, here we are back at the Puppy Dogs and Rainbow event because we can't really talk on YouTube about what this is all about. Look at that shirt right there.
He's got a stick. He's got a stick.
Anyway, like I was saying before that last stream ended, this right here is 10th Street. I'm standing on Bank Street in front of the Capitol. And 12th Street is down there. Can you read that shirt right there? That's a shirt right there. My governor's an idiot. Got the helicopters out, drones out, snipers out. The Gestapo checkpoints.
Slides next to the police officer. Her car jumps the curb, slides with his truck. Black truck is. Comes the damn truck and flies off. Like coming out there, she's just like, something just flew down here and picked it up, or
What if I ask you some questions for my YouTube channel?
Yeah, sure.
We're on a live stream right now.
Okay, awesome.
Why are you out here? Can you stand right here so I can?
Sure,
There we go.
trying to just kind of protect what's ours. I'm actually not even from this state.
Where are you from?
Tennessee.
Oh, cool. What part?
Bristol, Tennessee.
Really? I went to school at MTSU in Murfreesboro. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Yeah, just it's in our backdoor, man. We don't want this shit in our state. We know we don't want it. You guys don't want it in yours. The way I get most everybody I know here looks at it as we're all for idiots.
What is the gun atmosphere in Tennessee? Do you have to buy a license to carry, or is it?
Yes, I just finished my concealed carry because
Okay.
whereas up here you guys can carry openly, we can't yet. But it's very simple to get in concealed carry. You gotta take your class, go get your fingerprints, whatnot. Get it? Do I agree with it? Hell no, I don't agree with it. But to get it and go on with it, you have to. Well, look at it. Anything's an infringement on your Second Amendment.
What do you think about red flag laws, or anybody who'd want to institute a red flag law?
Absolutely not. I get how that might save a life in an instance, but at what cost? At what cost? That's what I see it. Is at what cost are you giving that up for? You know, I mean, I get it if somebody's like making terrorist threats online, then please go get their shit. But like, just because somebody said so and so's got something, there's no reason you should be knocking down a door ever. You know, unless it is a direct threat to like national security. Hell no.
What do you know about Northam and his laws and things he's trying to pass?
So far, it's pretty damn extreme. You got people that are wanting to take away any magazine capability over 10, want to take away assault weapons, which assault's an action, not a weapon. You've got them wanting to stop gun ranges, wanting to stop training kids, wanting to shut down gun ranges. You know, I mean, like just absurd stuff. That you know, there's pretty much any law that violates the Constitution is invalid, and it says that in it. But it seems that a lot of people's forgotten that here.
It's amazing that they even waste their time putting their hand on a Bible and swearing to uphold something they have no intention of upholding it.
Whatsoever of upholding anyway. It's a lie. Like that's it. Plain and simple, you know. I mean, it's ridiculous. We should have more people out here saying, you know, hell no, you're not taking anything. You know, a lot of people they've given. There's got to be a line. Somewhere that people say it's enough.
So is that your like if 50,000 people are going to watch you tonight, what clear message would you want to send them?
Whether we agree with the NRA or not, whether that we stand by them or not, we all need to come together as a whole. And I believe with the NRA is the only way we're going to do that. It's the largest organization and say no more, none. We're not giving an inch.
Let me put you on the spot real quick then about that. What do you think about background checks?
About background checks, I believe there should be.
In light of the Second Amendment, shall not be infringed. In light of that, what do you think about background checks?
They shouldn't be a thing. Do they save some lives? Possibly.
Do you know why the NICS instant background check system exists today?
I'm not exactly positive. I was listening to some research on that, but I'm not exactly completely positive how that got implemented.
Wayne LaPierre admits that the NRA brought that online, and they are the ones that got it passed.
Really?
What do you think about that?
That's ridiculous. That shouldn't be involved. You know, it's one of those things that it's just, no, it doesn't need to be done. What YouTube channel?
High Impact Clips.
Good deal. Yeah. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and get you.
All right, take a look at it.
Yeah. Go ahead. Any other questions you have?
The reason I mentioned that is not to. I'm not here to slam gun organizations or anything like that, but I really believe "shall not be infringed" means that.
Exactly what it says.
And when people transgress it, they are to be rejected. They have become the enemies of the state. They have become the virtual enemies of freedom.
Yeah, and the thing is too, it's like it doesn't make the organization bad as a whole. It means that people need to come together and say, hey, if you want us to stand behind you, you can't be doing this kind of shit.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like that's the only way that gets changed is whenever all the people that are paying their dues say, hey, if this shit happens, we're not going to pay our dues. We're not going to be a member. So get their attention.
And that's why, from my understanding, the Gun Owners of America, and I'm not here promoting anybody or anything, but I've heard the Gun Owners of America is just 100% no compromise.
Yeah, and I like that. I like that. There's no compromise. That's how it needs to be. Is they need to get the message you're going to leave it the hell alone.
Yeah, because compromise is why we have Nazi Checkpoint J over there. That's what brought us to this point.
We should be able to wear exactly what I'm wearing. Right up there with no issue.
What are you carrying? What's your weapon of choice?
I go like 19X, 9mm,
cool.
2 mags. I was going to bring the AR, but like I just ended up not bringing mine.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to have extra room and not be completely constrained. Still carry my sidearm and have adequate protection with me.
Right.
And I see a lot of people out here that are with no mags and everything else. And I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, if you're gonna carry it, load it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, load it.
Yeah.
Why do you have it? Like, it's not making much of a statement with no mags.
Right.
Like, don't understand it, but okay.
Man, I appreciate it. What's your name?
Josh Harrington.
Josh, I appreciate the time, man. Thank you.
What you're doing. Let me get your
Thanks,
YouTube
man.
channel.
Okay. High Impact. Oh, this is all one word. Vlogs.
Here you are.
Yep.
Gotcha, bro.
There we go.
Heck yeah, I'll go and
Thanks,
subscribe
man.
to you now.
I appreciate your time.
Thank you. All right, we'll see you. I'll see you if I see you.
I did have to track your
All right, guys. Thanks for coming back. Yeah, the reason I titled this is because Trish called me and she said YouTube shutting down channels that are showing or mentioning firearms. So you got to be slick in this day and age. They don't mind talking about puppy dogs, kitty cats, and unicorns. So there we go. past you.
Say in there.
Can we put you on?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, go for it.
One of the things I feel like that's a danger here is they've shot for the moon on gun control, and I feel like it's the art of the deal. Is what they're doing is they're going to compromise and come down to about here, and gun owners are going to walk away feeling like they did something. Really, they just got screwed. Is what they did. You got screwed, and you feel good about it, and that's the problem. Is like they're shooting for the moon, knowing they're going to have to compromise, but that compromise is still what they want. That's what they were shooting for in the end. Is that compromise right there, and people walk away feeling good about it. They're like, oh, they're not taking our ARs. Well, that's great. Your grandson's not going to be able to die anyway. Like you still got screwed, and they may not got it done today, but they'll get it done down the line because there's compromise.
Exactly. Any relinquishing of any one speck of individual rights is a no-go.
And it's a slippery slope from there. And like people don't realize how far down the hole we already are.
Yeah.
It's bad.
We need a system reset.
Amen.
That's what we need.
Amen. And like my other thing you're talking about background checks is, I said the only way I could get behind one is if the government had no part in it. Is if it was a civilian-run nonprofit, and we said somebody with a mental illness that is like schizophrenic. Okay, yeah, I would prefer you not have a gun and live 2 doors from my kid's school. Like, but it has to be done by the civilians, not by elected officials.
I know, but doesn't that make them government? Because what is government but somebody who has control over somebody else?
Exactly. That is the issue. Is there's not any amount that's really okay. There's not, and that's where the issue is that people have to deal with. And it's like a lot of times people hear us talk and they feel like it's extreme. It's extreme because they've had this shit shoved down their throat their entire life, and they're like, oh, somebody carrying an AR is bad. Anybody out here doing anything bad? They're just holding their guns peacefully.
Yeah. Have you ever heard the cliche? I mean, it's cliche, but it's true. An armed society is a polite society, and it's better to live in dangerous freedom than peaceful slavery.
That's exactly right.
Because that's what you have. If you have a schizophrenic with a gun, you have dangerous freedom. Wait till that guy does something wrong and then just put him out. And
the thing is, it's like even if they are crazy and want to hurt people, are you likely to walk into a mall that you know that 90% of the people in there are armed? Hell no, you know there's lead coming back the other way.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's like, so that's it. You know, it's like I would rather have armed people everywhere than nobody armed.
Yeah, because I mean, one of the statistics is since 1950, 98% of all mass shootings have taken place in gun-free zones.
Yeah, because that's where you're gonna pick. Like, I mean, like,
if you're a criminal, what would you take? A gun-free zone or a place where, like you said, everybody's packing?
I don't want somewhere somebody's throwing lead back.
Yeah, I mean, if there's somebody criminal-minded in this town, or I mean, right here, they're not going to act out. They're going to be taken down. You know, taken out.
Exactly. There's no way. Like, why would you? Unless they've got mass numbers. No. There's no way.
Exactly.
So honestly, it's probably the safest place there is right now.
Yep.
Absolutely. Hey man, we appreciate what you're doing out here.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Take care.
I must have probably came in from out of town, but we also
Can I scoot by you real quick? Sorry. Thank you. Hey guys, how you doing? Guns save lives. I love that.
But all.
Can I get by you real quick, sir? Thank you. Okay, you guys, they're the prohibited items. Check this out. Firearms, knives, slings. You can't even bring a slingshot here, guys. You know those dangerous slingshots. Blackjacks, nunchucks. Put your nunchucks away. Man, I haven't seen one of those things since Bruce Lee. Stun guns, tasers, sticks, poles, bats, shields and helmets. You can't have shields and helmets. Toy guns or toy weapons. None of this right here. But you know who can have it within Capitol grounds? These guys right here.
I use the restroom.
The exempt class. The exempt class.
Yeah, so I'm not going to tell you yes, I'm not going to tell you no. I'm just going to tell you have to be guided by what they say.
Don't take any of those items and they'll let you in.
Is that right?
Yep.
That's the qualification?
Yep. There's a nice cafeteria in there.
So you can be nicely unarmed, right?
Right there.
Peacefully unarmed.
First time I tried in there, I had my ammunition with me, and they said, no, that's a no-go.
Really?
But I didn't see that on
Yeah,
anyway, I just came back out and gave it to somebody. They let me back in. I guess other dangerous items that maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I brought it back out.
Ammo's not on the list.
It's going to get everybody's nice, no matter what it is. It's probably the safest place on the planet to be.
Yeah, right here. That's right.
Oh, that I don't know. That I don't know. I'm not from this area. It is.
What about Oak?
Well, I've been here for a couple years, so like more half my life in a sense. Exit 10. You want here to go out of me? Cold. There's Nick.
Mind if I do an interview with you for my YouTube channel?
My dad, I think, would be better.
Okay. Would you
Yeah.
mind doing an interview? I'm on a live stream right now. There's about 2,000 people watching. All right, what brings you out here today, sir?
Yeah, well, basically I'm here to defend my rights. I spent 20 plus years in the military. And, I took an oath to defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And I truly believe what they're doing is unconstitutional. It's against the rights. It's not what this nation was founded on.
Do you think that's a difficult decision to come by? I mean, with the plain language of the Second Amendment, shall not be infringed, seems pretty easy, right?
Absolutely.
How can they mess that up?
I don't know. The problem is they want to put their own interpretation on it. Right? They think that, well, it only applies to militia. If you have another government that's trying to take over, then it will form a militia. But no, each individual has a right to protect herself, their family, their property, all right, and also to protect herself from a tyrannical government, all right, and that's what's happening right now. You know, you have a few people, all right, that do cause problems, but the majority of Americans are law-abiding citizens, and they have a right to defend themselves.
What would you do if you found yourself in the position of these law enforcement employees who are actually disarming people? What would you do if you found yourself in that position?
Well, truthfully, I just don't think I could do that. You know,
Because you took your oath seriously.
I take it seriously. You know, when I rose my hand 20 plus years ago, I made an oath to defend the Constitution, and nobody's ever relieved me, all right, of that oath.
Because it was your word. It was nobody else's word.
It was mine.
And you're a man of your word or not.
Absolutely.
Because you lived in an era where your word was your bond, right?
It was.
And we've kind of lost that these days, it seems like.
Absolutely have. You know, that's the problem with being in the military. My biggest problem has always been is the politics. You know, it's just, to me, it's just common sense. You know, you should be able to have the right to defend yourself. You know, I mean, obviously, if something happens in my home and I call the police, they might ask you up for 10 minutes or more. So what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to defend myself if they're going to take my weapons away from me?
Yep.
You know, and that's just the way I feel.
Hey, thank you, sir. What's your name?
Robert?
Robert? Nice to meet you. Thank you very much. Appreciate the interview. All right, they're really packing in like sardines here, guys. Crowds are getting louder. Helicopters circling. Snipers up on the rooftops over there. Over there and over there.
Flying a little drone.
Yeah,
over here.
drones in the air, yeah. Gentleman just pointed out there are drones in the air. Good eye watching that. Oh yeah, facial recognition and everything, huh? Yeah. Hey, if we're not on an FBI watch list, we're doing something wrong at this point. Do you mind me doing an interview with you for my live stream audience right here? For my YouTube channel, I got about 2,600 people watching. You want to do an interview? No? Okay. I don't want to be on tape. Okay, all right. You're just a troublemaker, right? Yeah. All right. Yeah, I respect that.
I've had it for maybe a
All right, guys, I'm gonna get some more interviews here. What's that?
Texas Lone Star thing over there, that white flag.
Oh yeah, come and take it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like when Texas gets separated from Mexico.
Oh really?
Mexicans had given the Texas people a big camp. And when they decided to leave from Mexico, they said, give us our cannon back.
You got this crap too.
Texas said,
You got that
which is the old Greek thing. That
Yeah.
Come and take it. Yeah. That's
Is that where that originates from? I didn't even know that's where Mullen Law originates from.
Sparta.
Okay. Yeah.
Lay down your weapons. Come and take it.
Yeah. If you dare, right?
Yeah, lay out of this,
Yeah, that's a lot of people. They're really packing in, guys. Thanks for coming back on this live stream. Guys, if we get this cut, I'll start another one, guys. Okay. Matter of fact, I was walking around for probably 5 minutes before I realized that it wasn't even live.
Look at all your pictures.
If I do a real quick interview with you? Sure. Got about 2,600 people watching for my live stream.
Hello?
So what's our weapon of choice here? Let me just turn to the sun right here.
Well, I've got my Kel-Tec Sub 2000 and a little Desert Eagle 45.
Oh wow, cool.
So
Cool. So what brings you out here today?
just here to support gun rights.
Standard 45, I said 45 mag.
It's the 45.
So what do you feel is the big threat here? What's going on?
I think everything, really. I mean, the assault weapons ban, the magazine ban, the red flag laws, all of it.
What's your objection to red flag laws, for example?
Well, my objection is, let's say you get into an argument with a neighbor and they decide, hey, I don't like you. I'm going to go give a complaint on you for really no reason. You're not any harm to anybody else. And the police show up and take your guns. It's unconstitutional.
Right. Now, do you know any law enforcers who would actually enforce that law?
No. Well,
Maryland.
hopefully not. I live in Fredericksburg, so hopefully not.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now you said Maryland because the first case of the red flag law, that guy died, right? What was it? Do you remember his name?
No, I don't.
I don't either. Yeah, that's actually a really good point. Talk about a case study in futility, huh?
But
Dangerous futility.
my biggest concern is not like the county, the sheriffs and things like that. My concern is over the state police and the ones that are getting paid by Northam. So,
Right. So what, is Northam your governor?
no.
Okay.
Well, technically, yes.
What
I
state
don't
do you?
blame
What right. No, I get you. I appreciate the interview, man. What's your
No
name?
problem. Chris,
Chris. Nice to meet you, man.
good to meet you.
I'm glad you're out here.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's say those people Yeah.
25 years.
Listen to me! Listen to me! And our forefathers have warned us in their stories of old. Man's corruption grows and will always unfold. They knew this day would come. The dreaded dawn when the snake of man's corruption would rear its ugly head again. Raise your voices to the air! To the air! We'll roar as a mighty tempest of rage for these shameless, green-filled, trifle, anger-driven, and barbaric to steal our presence, for we are not cattle!
That's right.
So here we stand. The line has been drawn. We all know the outcome of this madness. From this day forward, there is no turning back.